What's going on, guys? Blake Hawthorn, it's his turf. Tonight we're going to be looking at my Exmark Navigators. Alright guys, welcome to Equipment Overload. This was recommended by one of you guys, BB Traveler, in one of our earlier videos that we did on our Gravely ZX52. What I want to do to show my appreciation to you is send you over a tank top or a shirt. So please send me a DM or an email with your information. I want to send that over to you. Alright guys, so tonight we're going to be jumping to our Exmark Navigators. So a lot of you are probably going to be like, well, why Exmark? Because I've already had the question many times, and reason being is the first mower that I ever looked at when I started shopping for a center discharge mower was the Exmark Navigator. And I'm a big advocate on buying multiple machines when you find something that does well, and just getting it for not only replacement parts, interchangeable parts, but that way it's just that consistent. When I find something I like, I stick with it. And so guys, that's how we got into our Exmark Navigator. I found one that had like 200 hours on it. I got it for 4,500 bucks, and that was my first one. The next year I bought two more. They were all 48-inch decks. But then we started getting into the problem of getting into some back gates. So to keep from having to push mow a bunch of backyards, we decided to buy a 42-inch Exmark Navigator, so that way we could get into all of the backyards and to eliminate that. We were able to find another one with minimal hours on it. This was a newer model this time. We liked it so much, the next year we actually bought a brand new one. We ended up selling two of our older 48s. We kept one of our 48s and then two of our 42s. And that's what we run now in our day-to-day operations here at It's His Turf. The only downfall to that is the amount of grass clippings that we bag, just because there's not a great process that I found for unloading them. You kind of gotta, we use the tractor, we use the blowers, sometimes we put tarps under it. And so this next season, maybe this fall, I'm looking at kind of creating the custom truck setup for that, and we'll just dig into that later on. Here in central Arkansas, we're warmer season grasses, and a lot of our lawns are zoysia, and they do have irrigation. So what that means is every single week to 10 days that we're bagging these lawns, there's a lot of grass clippings. The reason that we have to bag these lawns is because if you don't bag zoysia, what happens with the clippings is it'll actually fall down around the roots of the grass. When moisture or water is left on there, what happens is it'll start to rot out. That thatch will start to rot out the roots of the zoysia, and you'll start to have bare spots throughout the lawn. So you're left with two options. That's one, to bag on a regular basis, at least a minimum of every third time you're mowing, or to dethatch it every single year. One of the big deciding factors initially with this machine was that we needed a center discharge mower. And so the reason we needed a center discharge mower is because we had tried Gravely's baggers on our Compact 44, our HD60. Those were the bushel bags that you just kind of pull out and dump out. And then I tried a dump from the seat bagger on my 2660, and just all of them were not ideal. And the reason being is because side discharge on these mowers is to the right. And so that meant every time I got into a lawn and I was going to make my outside pass, that I would have to leave my mower deck up against either the edge of the curb or the flower bed on my left-hand side. So my pass would always be entering in on the left and making my loop on around. This would actually push and mat the grass down. And I tried raking it and push mowing, doing different things to kind of reverse that. And I thought that, well, after doing some research, the ideal solution is a center discharge mower. And so I know that Skag and Toro have had some, but the leading competitors were Navigator and Walker. And the Navigators have worked out great for me, so we've just stuck with them. The great things about these mowers is all of them have interchangeable motors. They run like a 27 horse Kohler engine on them. They all have the same bagging systems on them, so I can interchange those between mowers. I could actually swap the decks if I wanted to. The cool thing about them when changing blades is I can literally just flip that deck up and I can swap out the blades. They have shear bolts on those blades, so in case you hit anything with them, it hits that shear bolt and it doesn't mess up your spindle. You know, there's little things like that that I really like about it. Some downfalls with that bagging system is going to be the fan. Sucking up sticks or debris, stuff like that can ruin it. It's about $1,100 part for that whole mechanism there. Also, it clogs a lot with wet grass or sticks, especially in the fall when you're going to be bagging up leaves and things. There's a lot of sticks and twigs on the lawn that you don't see that you'll start to suck up. That's something that we'll touch later on in fall. I'll show you guys how beneficial this machine is on just our routine maintenance on our lawn contracts, and bagging every week or bi-weekly, taking care of those lawns. All right, guys, some future videos you have to look forward to on our Exmark Navigators is going to be a leaf video, just to kind of see how well these machines do bagging leaves, and then also going to be an engine swap we did on our 48-inch Exmark Navigator. We went to Arbor Freight, we bought up an engine. You're just gonna have to watch the video to see if it worked or not. Another thing I just mentioned was our lawn contracts. If you want to see more about that, head over to our Sunday night videos, hit the playlist Lawn Care Tips and Tricks. Be sure and check those out. We cover a lot of stuff like in the office, paperwork, different things that we do in operations in our company to try and keep things straight and just be more efficient. But guys, as always, thank you so much for watching these videos. It really does mean a lot to me. Leave a comment down below, maybe of another machine or something that you've seen in other videos of us operating with that you'd like for me to touch more on. I would love to feature it here on our Monday night equipment overload. Be sure and stay tuned next week as we jump into our Yanmar excavator. It's going to be a great video. That is a compact piece of equipment that is super beneficial to my landscape and hardscape teams. Guys, God bless. Have a great week. We'll see you soon. Alright guys, check it out. I'm here with Kevin, trying to shoot this video for our giveaway, and the blower we want to feature is in this truck, where his keys are also.
Yeah, that didn't even